Did you know that 1 in 3 people say they feel lonely, even when they're surrounded by friends? That's a shocking statistic from a recent study by the American Psychological Association. Friendship is not just about having people around, it's about building strong, meaningful connections that truly enrich our lives. In today's fast-paced world, the importance of being a good friend often gets overlooked. We might think we know what makes a good friend, but many of us are missing some key signs. Research shows that genuine friendships can increase your happiness by up to 50%. That's right. Having good friends can actually make you feel happier. In this video, we'll explore 6 signs you're a really good friend. From the silent support that speaks volumes to the power of celebrating each other's wins, you'll discover what sets apart a good friend from a truly great one. Stick around as we uncover these surprising insights and practical strategies that can help you strengthen your friendships and enhance your happiness. You won't want to miss this. Chapter 1: The Silent Hero. You speak volumes without saying a word. Being a good friend doesn't always mean you have to say the perfect thing. Sometimes, it's about just being there. Did you know that 93% of communication is nonverbal? According to a UCLA study, tone of voice and body language often speak louder than words. When you're truly present, your friend feels your support, even in silence. Think about the last time a friend was going through something tough. Maybe they didn't need advice or a solution. They just needed someone to sit beside them, to listen, or to offer a hug. That's the magic of being a silent hero. Your presence alone can be calming. An example of this comes from Viktor Frankl's Man's Search for Meaning. He talks about how being deeply present with others during suffering can create profound bonds. It's not about fixing things, it's about walking alongside them in their journey. This simple act of being present can significantly reduce a friend's stress and anxiety. According to the American Psychological Association, having a close friend during stressful moments can lower cortisol levels by up to 47%. So, just showing up, even without words, makes a huge difference. Chapter 2: The Mirror of Growth. You reflect, not project. A true friend helps you see yourself clearly. They don't project their insecurities onto you. Instead, they reflect your strengths and potential. Ever heard of the concept of mirroring in psychology? It's when someone reflects your feelings or expressions, helping you better understand yourself. When you mirror, you're holding up a reflection of your friend's best qualities. It's like saying, "I see you for who you really are." This can help them grow because they feel validated and supported. In contrast, projecting is when you place your own emotions or insecurities onto someone else, which can harm the friendship. In his book The Road Less Traveled, psychiatrist M. Scott Peck says, "Love is the will to extend oneself for the purpose of nurturing one's own or another's spiritual growth." In friendships, this means helping each other grow rather than pushing our own fears or problems onto others. Here's a powerful strategy. The next time your friend is unsure of themselves, instead of giving advice right away, reflect their strengths back to them. Say something like, "You've handled this type of challenge before. I know you'll get through it again." This boosts their confidence while encouraging growth without overstepping. Studies show that friendships with emotional validation improve well-being by 22%, according to research published in Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin. So when you reflect, not project, you're helping your friend grow in a healthy, positive way. Chapter 3: The Time Traveler. You make people feel like time never passed. Have you ever noticed that with some friends, no matter how long it's been, you pick up right where you left off? That's what makes you a time traveler. You create a space where your friend feels like no time has passed, and the bond remains just as strong. This ability is rare and deeply meaningful. According to a study by Stanford University, friendships that last over 7 years are likely to be lifelong. These types of friendships have a unique resilience, where the connection survives time, distance, and life changes. You might not talk every day, but when you do, it feels effortless. How do you create this feeling? One key strategy is keeping the emotional bank full. This means, even during long breaks, you've built enough trust and understanding that the friendship doesn't fade. You can do this by maintaining deep, meaningful conversations whenever you do connect. Skip the small talk and dive into real topics, how they've changed, what they've learned, what they're passionate about now. As Dale Carnegie said in How to Win Friends and Influence People, you can make more friends in 2 months by becoming interested in other people than you can in 2 years by trying to get other people interested in you. Your genuine interest in their life makes reconnecting feel natural, even after long gaps. Interestingly, researchers at the University of Kansas found that it takes about 200 hours to form a close friendship. But maintaining it over time? That comes from trust, shared experiences, and the ability to make each other feel comfortable, no matter how much time has passed. If you're enjoying this content, don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update on building better relationships. Chapter 4, The Soul Alchemist. You transform challenges into deeper bonds. A truly good friend knows that hard times can be a turning point in a friendship, not an end. When problems arise, instead of shying away, you stay and help turn those challenges into opportunities for deeper connection. That's what makes you a soul alchemist. Think about the times when your friend was struggling with something serious, a breakup, a tough decision, or even just a really bad day. By sticking around, listening, and offering thoughtful support, you weren't just being a good friend. You were helping them turn that pain into growth. According to a 2019 study published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships, friendships that endure tough times are 35% more likely to become lifelong bonds. One powerful strategy is to acknowledge the challenge without trying to fix it immediately. Say something like, "I know this is hard right now, but you'll get through it. I'm here." This keeps the focus on them, not your desire to fix the situation. Brené Brown, in her book Daring Greatly, explains that empathy is not about offering solutions but about connecting to the emotion someone is experiencing. Being able to sit with someone in their discomfort, rather than trying to rescue them, builds trust. It's a skill that strengthens your bond more than any quick fix could. Research also shows that overcoming challenges together boosts oxytocin levels, the bonding hormone in the brain, creating a lasting feeling of connection. So when you stick by your friends through thick and thin, you're literally helping build stronger emotional ties. Chapter 5, The Boundary Builder. You know when to give space, not just time. Good friends understand the delicate balance between being supportive and giving space. That's where the art of being a boundary builder comes in. It's not about always being there, it's about knowing when to step back, too. Healthy friendships thrive on mutual respect, and boundaries are a big part of that. A study from the Journal of Happiness Studies shows that friendships with clear boundaries lead to higher satisfaction levels, both personally and within the relationship. Boundaries ensure that neither person feels smothered or neglected, making space for each other's individuality. When you sense your friend needs space, whether it's to process their emotions or just recharge, you give it without taking offense. That's a big sign you're a great friend. One useful strategy is to ask directly, "Do you need some time to yourself, or do you want to talk about it?" This gives them the control they need over their emotional boundaries. As Dr. Henry Cloud writes in his book Boundaries, we can't manipulate people into growth. Growth occurs in an atmosphere of freedom. True friends allow each other to grow by creating space, without pressure or guilt. Knowing when to step back and when to lean in creates a healthy rhythm in friendships. Just like in any relationship, there needs to be a flow of closeness and distance. When you master this, you build a friendship that lasts because both people feel understood and respected. If you found these insights valuable, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Join our community and learn more about fostering meaningful relationships that bring happiness to your life.